Well, I guess we are live. Chloe, we are live. What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Pin the Gas podcast on this Thursday afternoon. Thank everybody who's going to watch and all that good stuff. I want to give a big shout out to my man Kevin Horney, Moto America Super Sport. Let's go. Let's get it. Anyway, I'm super excited about our guest today. Today, we have the lovely Chloe Jones with us, BSB. What is going on, Chloe?
Yeah, very good actually. Just got back from Spain with track dudes. Had a lovely couple of days out there. Really enjoyed my riding and just really had fun. And that's exactly what we went out for, and that's what we did.
That's awesome. Spain. So I've never been to Spain. That's one on my bucket list. I would love to go to Spain. One day I'll be able to make it out there and watch you guys race out there. That'd be proper, right? So anyway, Chloe, for us Americans that have no idea who you are, right? Why don't you introduce yourself and tell everybody how you actually got to into motorcycles to begin with?
So really excited. It started when I was about 10. My dad went to mechanic for his friend and he went to British mini bikes just for a little play around really. And then I saw this cheap little Chinese mini moto and just wanted to have a go there and had to go up and down the hill. And just from there, I loved it. My mum and dad bought me a bike. I crashed it about 8 times on my first race. And they were like, oh, she won't want to do it again after our first crash. But every time I got back on and from there, I've just gone up the championships, won a couple of mini moto championships. The first year I did the 140, which is a mini GP. My mum and dad bought in me mid-season. I had to go on the test day, and I was actually the fastest there after I've only rode the bike twice. So, but then my mum and dad didn't let me race it because they were like, "We don't want you to get in the way. Like, we don't want you to get in the way of anyone." And then I begged and begged. I got the organizer even like begged my mum and dad to let me ride it at the next round. And then I don't know what happened in qualifying. Like, it didn't, the timing or something didn't work, and then we had to pick a name out of a hat. And I think I started like eighth or something. And mum and dad were like, right, you're quite high up, and if you get in anyone's way, just get out of the way. But it turns out I won both the races. My first ever race, obviously, it wasn't expected at all. But yeah, from there, I went to the CRF 150s with the adults at 14. And I did all right in it actually. I got a couple of top tens and just had a bit of fun and learned a bit more racecraft really because I was with all the adults. And then a couple of years I had on the R3. I did all right in there. I got some top tens, but really I was just top 15. I went to the 600s for a year. OMG Racing gave me a good opportunity to go to the 600s for a year last year. It was a good experience, and I was fast on it. But the thing is, with BSB in the stock class, it's like straight away they're on that record pace, and like I never even rode the bike there before, barely even rode the bike yet, and like they're already on that record pace straight away. So I found it quite hard. But as the weekend went on, I always got faster and faster, and like the times got so much closer in the end to like the leaders. But I think it just kind of drained me because I was always like near the back or in the middle, and I obviously didn't want to be there as a racer. You don't want to be last or in the middle of the pack. So yeah, it kind of knocked my confidence quite a lot. I did enjoy it, but I didn't enjoy it as I have done the previous couple of years. So for this year, we decided to go to the 400s with Sim Series this year. And it was so much better. I enjoyed every single race just from the first test in Guadix again with track dudes. I loved it from there, and it was a good year really. A couple of rounds I could have got on the podium, like I was so close, but it was just a bit of like I think rider craft as well because I've never really led a race or like done anything like that before, so it was kind of hard to like not manage it, but it was kind of like you had to have some luck really to in the last couple of laps, and I was just leading the laps. I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to win this because I'm leading the last lap. But obviously in a 400 class it doesn't work like that. It's all about slipstream. But to be fair, at Alton I got in the first race I was so unlucky. I was leading onto the last lap, basically led the whole of that lap, and I ended up like fifth or something. So yeah, but the first race wasn't as good, but I got the second fastest. No, yeah, the second fastest lap of the race. So started second for the next race, and I knew I had the pace. Like I went to a no limits race the weekend before, 2 weeks before, and I was with the championship leader. I was racing with the championship leader, so I knew it was going to be a good weekend anyway. And then the second race, it was probably the best ever race I've ever rode, the most fun I've ever had in my life. I don't know what happened at the start. I didn't really get a good start, and I was about sixth or something. And then second place crashed out, and made like quite a bit of a gap to first. First got away by, I think it was about 4 seconds, and then I eventually got to the front of the pack. So well, I was second because the leader was already gone, and I was like, I'm just gonna put my head down, try to catch him up. I could see everyone like messing each other up in the second pack, and I was like, well, if we keep messing each other up, we're never going to catch him. So I put my head down and caught the gap by 4 seconds. And I thought the people behind me were coming with me. And then like my pit bull said like +4. And I was like, maybe it was 0.4 or something because I thought they were coming with me. But turns out they weren't coming with me. And it was just me and the other guy racing for the lead. And it was about lap 4, I caught him up. And then for the rest of the race, it was literally just me and him the whole race. And then I led a couple of times, and then into the last lap, into the last corner, I just made an overtake just to make sure I could do it because I knew if I went ahead of him, I couldn't gap him. So I had to kind of like play it smart. I learned from previous mistakes that I've led the race on stupid occasions when I could have just waited a bit and then won the race. But yeah, I did. I made the move and then I got like to the line. I knew I could make it on the last lap, so I stayed behind him for a couple of laps, and then with 2 laps to go, it started raining, and I hate it. Like it wasn't rain, it was like mental rain. Like, do you know when it's on your visor? And it was like that. And I don't like it. I'd rather it just be fully wet. And I kind of backed out of it a little bit. I don't know whether it was just because I've never got a podium before and I was just thinking I'm gonna mess up a podium. But I think if I would have got a podium before in the series, then I would have been like, oh, I'm going for the win no matter what. But I think just because I was thinking in my head, like, don't throw away this podium, I kind of backed off a bit, and then he won the race in the end. Well, it got red flagged in the end, and he was leading. So, but yeah, it was probably one of the best races ever. And then the last round, it was dodgy conditions. I did all right. The second race, it was pouring down with rain. I think I started like 17th or something, and I got 6th in the end. So I was happy enough to end the season on that. Obviously, I wanted to end it with another podium, but I proved this year I could do it. I proved to everyone that said that I couldn't do it that I did it. So that's what I really wanted, to go have fun and enjoy it, which I did. So
Proper year. That's
yeah,
amazing.
definitely.
Yes, that's awesome, Chloe. What a season. I'm so happy for you. It's yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. So, what's your favorite track you go
Um,
to, you race at?
I think I don't know about like other people, but for me, it's kind of like whatever track you do best, that is your favorite. Like, I don't know if it's just that, but Almond Park's probably one of my favorites. Well, no, it's definitely my favorite now. But it's always been one of my favorites. But either that or Brands Hatch. I do like Brands Hatch quite a lot.
Yeah, I actually stopped by Brands Hatch when I left Cadwell. My good mate Daniel Parker. Do you know Daniel Parker?
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
Yeah. He's a really good mate of mine. I love him. He's awesome. Also, Dave Neal too, right? He's
yeah.
an amazing person too. But yeah, so Daniel, he actually come out there and stayed with me for 2 days, and we went to Cadwell, and then I rode back with him, stayed with him, and on the way home, he's like, look to your left, and I look to my left, and boom. Brands Hatch. So we pull up in Brands Hatch, pull up to the gate, and he's like, "Hey, man, this is my mate from America. You know, he wants to check out the place. Is it okay if we, drive through?" He's like, "Yeah, that's fine. Just don't go, do a lap of the track or
Yeah,
whatever."
yeah.
So, yeah, we drove around, crossed the track, went by where all the garages were. It was got a bunch of pictures. It was Brands is
It was
awesome,
good.
but it's nothing like Cadwell, right?
No,
Um, Cadwell's still my favorite.
it's a good track. It's either you love it or hate it. Where I love it there. Well, on my practice bike, I loved it there. On my race bike, I crashed like 3 times in the race weekend. So, but other than that, I like it. It's got everything really. It's nice. It's like a pit bike track, and that's just exactly what I like. Every time we go to like a track that has like tight and twisty sections, I'm always one of the best. Or I love it. I love that sort of sector, sort of corners. So it's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah,
I have
that's
too many favorites. I
I,
can't choose.
I know, right? It's but man, my favorite personal track is Cadwell. Always has been. It's just something unique about it's just the jump, right? I mean, it's got to
Yeah.
be honest. It's just the jump. Um, but actually seeing it in real life and being there even cemented even more, right? But I've never been to Magello's. Probably my second favorite track. Man, I love Magello. I love the layout of. I love playing on the PlayStation, right? Let's just be honest. Yeah. Which is yeah, a lot of fun.
It's never the same though, is it?
No, it's not, right? And so you like so for instance, Coda, right? Texas.
Yeah.
When you play that on the game, yeah, turn one going uphill, it's steep, but when you're physically standing there, it's proper.
Yeah.
It's pretty steep, right? Same thing with Laguna Seca, the corkscrew. Yeah, you standing there
Yeah.
at turn 11 looking up. it it's a good ways down, right?
You know, the TV doesn't show justice of the tracks either,
It
do they?
don't. No,
Like
it
Alton Park, it's like so up and down, but like on the TV you can see it goes up a little bit, but it's nothing as to what, like if you walk it, you're like, oh god, it is a lot steeper than I thought.
right. Yeah. So we actually have a comment. Anne France, what is going on? She says, watching you and supporting you race is not only thrilling but an honor. Your talent shines through. And
Bless her.
yeah, yeah, I agree. So do you know Anne?
Yeah. I know them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Anne.
Hello.
That's awesome. Yeah. So, do you have any like pre-rituals you do before the race, like left boot on first, left glove on first, yada yada yada?
I actually don't. I always get asked this question in podcasts, but I generally don't. I think I try not to think about it too much because if I think about it, then I kind of just like stress about it even more. Like I
Right.
already stress about it too much. Like just getting changed, like getting into your like Under Armour and stuff like that. It's kind of like
Yeah.
yeah.
Getting
So
ready
I
for
just try.
battle.
Yeah, I just try to
Yeah.
do as like less as I can. I try to get ready as late as I possibly can, and just like even on the grid, I'm just thinking like try not to think about it. But no, I don't really have anything like that. I probably should really, but I don't know.
Did you listen to any type of music before you actually go out and ride?
I started to like me and my team this year. We put like who was it? Katy Perry on the speaker a couple of times, and that's where we locked out the front row. So me and my other two teammates locked out the front row. But yeah, we did that a couple of times. So maybe I'll do that next year.
Yeah, that's awesome. Katy Perry, huh?
I know.
Yeah, right. So, speaking on that, what type of music do you listen to?
I always listen to music, but it's always kind of just like pop music, really. Like top charts is mine, really. I don't really listen to like classic or anything like that. I kind of not rock either. I don't like that either.
Oh, so you don't listen to no Led Zeppelin or anything?
Nah, I just listen to like the trending ones.
I
I'm
got you.
boring.
No, you're not boring. You just need to we just need to up your taste in music, that's all, right? You just need to broaden your horizon some. That's it. Yeah, yeah. So, who all exactly is tell everybody who's on your race team, like your mom, your bro, your
Yeah, yeah.
people.
Yeah. So my mum, so my family that come with me and my two sisters. One's older, one's younger. One's doing a hairdressing course, and one's just finished uni doing your law. And then obviously my mum and dad come with me as well. They're both part of the council. So yeah, that's who come with me. So they're like my racing family that support me no matter what throughout everything, really.
That's awesome. It's good stuff to have your family with you, backing you,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It makes your weekend easy. In that sense of working with, I mean, so much as kind of strangers. When you first meet somebody and they're on your team, and you got to learn to work together, right?
yeah.
Um, so we have another one by Lee. Lee says, "Hi, Chloe. Hope you're well. Can't wait to see you back on the track racing. You are a great rider, racer. All the best. Absolutely. Yeah. Do you know Lee too?
He's been like following my page for a couple of years, yeah,
Okay,
but
yeah,
not
absolutely.
personally.
See, so man, look, you got it. And don't listen. And Andy, yeah. So Andy, what is going on, buddy? He says, and don't forget your riding coach.
Yeah, he's helped me for a couple of years now. He's probably like who has he taught? Valentino Rossi. You can't say that he's a bad coach at all. But yeah, he's helped me so much the last couple of years.
That's proper. So, how did you and Andy end up meeting and working together?
I don't actually know really how. I don't actually know. I think he come over and spoke to me once where I needed help, or he probably looked at my ride and like she needs some help, probably something like that. But no, he's like it's just like the stupid little things that you don't realize are stupid. You think, oh, I'm not doing that, but actually you are doing that, and it's just them tiny little bits that can get you a couple of temps every now and again. And it's in the class I'm in, like in one of the rounds, it was like point two was covering the top eight, and it was like that's literally nothing. Like you can't even like say that in like seconds. Like you can't explain that. So I think Andy's always helped me, and he's always made me go faster, really, no matter what it is. And even on off track as well, he's always helped me as well. So obviously I can't thank him enough for that.
Yeah, Andy's wonderful. So we have a mutual friend, Dave Neal, and when I was at Cadwell, Dave was actually doing a podcast with him, and I was standing there watching, and I was like, because I really wanted to meet Andy and get a photograph with him and have a
Yeah,
chat, because I've been a huge fan, followed him, racing and magazine test editor, all that cool stuff, man. I want to pick his brain, right? So
he's everywhere.
yeah, Andy's he's a uh, superhuman. And yeah, I'm a huge fan right here, always have been. Yeah, and Northeast Jules, what is up, Jules? He says listening while I'm working. So the co-host Jules, what is up, my man? And actually, so a good buddy of ours, Eli Colby, he's actually, dude, listen, Jules, we miss you too, buddy. We miss you too. Eli actually wants to jump in and do this podcast with us, if you don't mind. Do you,
Yeah,
Chloe?
yeah. No, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
yeah. So Eli Colby races in Moto America, as I told you before. So yeah, hang on, give me 1 second. So anyway, Chloe, what's your favorite bike you've ever been on?
Um, well, I've got I've got a few. So in Spain, I had to go on a BMW Thou. That was a really good bike to ride. It was so powerful. I've got too many. I also went on a Ducati V2 as
Oh
well.
wow.
That was I don't know how to explain it. It was like coming out the corner, I was barely even on the throttle and it was just power wheeling out of it. And I was like, Jesus Christ. And then you get to the back straight, you look down and it's going like 279 kilometers per hour or whatever that is. And I'm like, I'm not even flat out yet. Like I've barely even gone on the straight yet. Um, and obviously the R6 that I rode for OMG Racing, that was a good bike. It's just fast, so you just like it. But I think obviously this year it's probably been one of my best years. So to ride the 400 was just so easy to ride, and I think that's probably why I like that bike better. But again, I like the faster bikes as well, so I can't really choose. So just
Yeah,
every bike that anyone gives me.
that's awesome. So I'm a huge Ducati fan, right? Obviously, I got, everybody knows I got uh it's so the first one I seen, I was younger, obviously, and it was just something about, I just instantly fell in love. I was like, oh, what is that, Dad? And he's like, that's a Ducati. You got to be that's an expensive bike, blah 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 blah, Italian, all this. So, but back in those days, they really didn't have the best name, right from, they were known for,
Yeah.
breaking down constantly, and they were, expensive, but obviously they've come a long way. So I've never rode a V2, the newer one. I've had a 748, a 996, a 1098s, and I currently have an 848. um so but yeah, how was the V2?
Yeah, it was so powerful. Like every time you were coming out the corner, it was just wheeling, and obviously compared to like my 400, it was like you have to like get it going. Like you're rolling it. On the V4 in the V2, you're just rolling it around the corner, but on the 400, you're just flat out basically before you even come out the corner. So it was a lot different, but I enjoyed it a lot. So
That's awesome. What is up, Eli?
How we doing? How we doing?
Good. Eli, Chloe Jones, Eli Block.
Nice to meet you. I was listening to the podcast. I just stopped in the parking lot and tuned into Facebook. And I was like, oh, shit, he's doing a podcast. So I heard, for last thing I heard before I hopped off is a V2, and I got really jealous. So
Yeah. She was just telling everybody about the V2. She had a chance to ride.
oh, they're awesome bikes. How was it? Good?
yeah, it was so good. I got like some guys that we know. Well, I know now. We made friends with now. Let me have a go on it, and it was honestly like the best bike I've ever rode. It's so powerful, and it's like nice. It's not like too powerful either, like that you can't ride it, but it was just so nice and smooth, and like straight away you can just drop your knee and just like it was just so fun to ride.
Yeah, I bet. So everybody listening and watching, Eli Block races in Moto America, won the last two races in New Jersey. And I tell everybody, boom, there's this suit sitting up right here in the background. Yeah. And Eli, as you can tell, I'm actually moved into a different room.
I was about to say, it looks a little different.
Yeah, I'm in the mid process of trying to rearrange this chaos of, I was showing Chloe all the pictures and posters and all that good stuff. So, but Chloe, the V2, compared to the 400, obviously you really can't compare the two, right? Because one was
No.
it's night and day. Is that something you would love to race? Is the Ducati V2?
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously I want to race anything I can possibly ride, but as you say, like the 400 feels like a tractor compared to like feels so slow. You're like, are you gonna go? Whereas like the V2 was just like straight away, and as I say, it was just wheeling everywhere, and it
Yeah.
was just so much fun. But yeah, obviously Ben Curry rides one now, so obviously you can race them in Super Sport as well now. So yeah, definitely. Obviously, you don't know what the future holds, but that's obviously something that I would love to ride.
Yeah, congratulations to Ben Curry too, right? What a season he had, coming back from all those injuries and stuff. Yeah, and he's actually going to be returning back to racing super sport again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
to
did see
defend
that.
the title. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, it's going to be good stuff. Good stuff, Chloe. I like it.
So, I'm guessing from the little amount I've heard, you've done I guess it would be the Junior Cup over there in BSB.
Yeah. Yeah. It's called Junior Super Sport. That's what I did this year. It's
Okay,
basically the same as the Junior Cup.
that's awesome. That I've always wanted to go over there and try riding those tracks. You guys have some awesome tracks.
I think we think the same over there. We're thinking, oh, we want to race over there, but you guys are thinking, I want to race over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like, it depends on how you look at it. You guys have a lot tighter. It seems a lot tighter, a lot more technical tracks. Yeah. A lot of people, in America, it's just we have a good amount of flowy tracks, but we don't have as many. We have some really good technical tracks, but if you really like my home track that I ride, it's always technical. So when I look at those tracks you guys have over there, it's just like, I'd love to go ride those where obviously you guys have, well, I mean, Silverstone's pretty fast and flowy. It has some technical parts, but that's pretty much a GP track. Like, and you can come over here and ride some like track like Road America, Coda, and you guys get that same feeling as riding the Silverstone fast flowy track.
Yeah, I'm not really too keen on Silverstone because we only do the small track as well. So I think that's why I don't like it as much. But I guess if I did the full track, it would obviously be nice. But then on a 400, you wouldn't want to do the full track because it would be so like the lap would take so long.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
obviously we have.
Go ahead,
We
Chloe.
have Fruxton. We have Fruxton as well. That's kind of the same as Silver. Well, it's not the same, but it's like really wide and really fast. Like on the 400, you literally drop to second gear on the 2 chicanes, and then the rest of it is just literally flat out everywhere.
Yeah. Well, at least you got to. If you did, it'd be a lot of resting time, right?
Yeah,
you get a whole lot of resting time on that track for sure.
definitely.
Yeah, that's good stuff. So. Do you have any animals? Any dogs, cats, or anything?
Yeah, I have two dogs, one Labrador and one Jack Russell. They're good dogs.
Jack Russell, my buddy's got. They're awesome dogs. His mom's got one, and he is wide open. You open the door, and he's just like a freaking. He's just ping, 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 ping. Yeah, it's awesome. Georgia Smart, Finn's mama, what is up? She says, hi, Chloe.
Hello.
And then we got.
Oh, yeah, I don't know what Chris has asked you so far, but did he ask you how you got into this stuff?
Yeah, but I'll tell you again. My dad used to go mechanicking for his friend, and then he went to like the mini bikes just for a bit of a play, and then I saw like this little mini moto there, and just wanted to have a go from there. Really, I had to go up and down the hill, and then like from there, I won a couple of mini moto championships, won a bit of pit biking championships, and then jumped on the R3, and then obviously now I'm on the 400. So it's first year on the 400. So
yeah, how'd you end up in the season results?
I think in the end I ended like 8th, but I had like 2 DNFs in one race weekend, so yeah, that wasn't very good.
Those are the ones.
Throughout the year, I got so much better, and like at the start of the year, I was kind of like second pack, but then at the start of the year, I led loads of laps. I was always in the front group. Obviously, I got my first podium as well, so that was good. Thank you.
Yeah, that's proper, right? First podium. Yeah. So how do you train? Do you ride a bunch of mini moto or supermoto or?
Yeah, so I haven't really been out on it for quite a while. Obviously, now it's winter, I'll probably be out on them a lot more. But I've got a pit bike from my sponsor, MRS Racing. He built it up for me. It was like a custom pit bike that he built himself from the UK. So I have that, and then I also have a Bucci 190 as well that I love riding that, obviously. have the pit bikes, but I prefer the GP style a lot more because it's kind of like a little version of my 400. So I prefer that around these like kart tracks anyway. But yeah, I enjoy riding, as I say, everything.
Yeah, that's awesome. Have you ever considered doing the TT? Would you ever race at the TT?
No, I wouldn't do it. My mum and dad would never let me do it anyway. They don't even let me ride on the road. So
Right?
they're on a little 50cc. They wouldn't even let me do that. So
Yeah, but I mean, is it something that you would like to do though? I mean, personally.
I think I'll just stick to watching it. I don't know. I crashed too much to be able to do a TT. I couldn't do it.
Have you ever been?
No, I've never been, but I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, I want to go. It's on my bucket list. I definitely want to go to the TT. I admire those guys. And you know who I admire the most out of everybody in the TT too, Eli, is the guys that race the sidecars, but not the guy driving the bike. It's the guys that are sitting in the passenger of the bike. Yeah, the monkey seat. Those people are I love them.
I want to do sidecars so bad. I want to become a monkey and try it so bad. It's unbelievable.
Chloe, would you ever do that?
I think I prefer to drive it, so I actually have control of it. But I think it would still be fun to be a passenger as well. You wouldn't have any control or do anything. You just have to sit there really, and just if you're crashing, you can't do anything, can you? So.
No, you couldn't. But man, it does look so much fun. I talked to a friend of mine, Peter Essoff, in Jersey. Next year, I'm gonna meet him. He's gonna bring a sidecar and he's gonna take me for a ride in, and I can't wait. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
At the Armor weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna go, Eli?
So I might have to do the full Arma series next year, depending on how everything turns out. But yeah, I'll probably be there.
It's gonna be proper. Yeah,
I'll pay to watch that.
I know, right? The sidecars fascinate me, man, because it's just so different than everything else. All the type of racing, it's just I feel like the rider in the monkey got to be one person, right? So I got to know how you're thinking, where you're going to turn in. I mean, keeping up with all that and then throwing yourself all over the back of that thing, while homeboy's going balls to the walls and you're just hanging on with everything you have. Yeah. Hey, Chloe, have you ever been on a two-seater ride? So out here in Moto America, Chris Ulrich, he gives 2-up rides on a 1000 where like you donate to the air fence fund. And have you ever been on the back of a two-seat?
No, I've never been on one. I've always wanted to do it, like just to see how it feels. Like obviously you're not in control, you're just on the back of it. But I've always wanted to do it, but I've never actually done it. No.
Does anybody out there do anything like that?
I think at BSB they do it in like the lunch breaks and stuff, but I don't know how you actually do it. To be fair, I've never seen like advertised or anything like that, so it must be just something that somebody does.
That would be proper. I always wanted to do it too. Eli, have you ever done it?
No, I made a bet with my dad one day that if we could weld on another set of pegs to the motards, the supermotos, that I bet I could run faster with him on the back of my bike than his best time ever himself. So we always had that bet going, but up at the school that we do, Eric Wood and Rick Doucette will do 2-up rides on a ZX10. So they did they had like a news channel come up like 2 years ago for the classic, and they put up one of the news reporters on the back of the bike. It was the funniest stuff ever. Between that and Ben Glotty's mom punching Eric Wood in the back.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was the funniest time I've ever seen.
That's proper. So Jonathan says this kid isn't going to the TT.
He's one of my sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
More of like family.
I had to ask the question because I love the TT. It's my favorite race of the year. I mean, it's what a proper race it is too, right? 2 weeks to build up just the insanity of it all. I don't mean that in a bad way because it's nothing but good. It's just it's so different than anything else, and it's real proper racing is what it is, right? Yeah, for sure, 100%.
I would love to ride that area.
Man, me too, Eli. Me too. You should go with us when we go. I got a couple guys. We're trying to plan a big old trip and go out there, and yeah,
I think me and my friends are going next year.
I can't go next year, but yes, that would be proper.
Well, it depends on when it is. You never know.
May? Yeah, it's in May every year.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's in May every year. Yeah. So go ahead.
So for you, Chloe, like, for us, I live in the north in America, and we have big winter, so we
Yeah.
usually drive south. Do you guys have like for the winter to go ride? Like, do you guys have something like that? Like, something like 15, 16 hours drive away that you guys can go ride during the winter?
We've got Spain. That's about 20 some hours away. That's where most of us go throughout winter. Obviously, I've been already once, but that was just a bit of fun on my practice bike. But next year we'll probably go a couple of times, like on my actual race bike. But other than that, everywhere in England's cold. Like right now, it's like 5 degrees outside. It's so cold. But I'll still go like pit biking and stuff. But you can't really ride the big bikes in this weather. So yeah, you have to go Spain really, which is about 20-hour drive. Or there's quite a lot of people that take bikes over, and you just obviously fly over there. So that's quite good as well. Obviously, Track Dudes, my sponsor that I'm wearing right now, they obviously take them out there, and they do that sort of stuff. So can't thank them guys enough for it.
Yeah.
Chris, imagine how cool that would be. Like, I have to drive 20 hours to go to Florida, but like, why not go 20 hours to Spain? That would be way better.
Yeah, man. The UK is awesome because it's only like what, a 6-hour drive from coast to coast, right? It's not that far. I mean, the state of Texas is bigger than the UK.
Yeah, for us, we're like Midlands area, so it's like the furthest track down south is Brands Hatch, which is about 3 hours. And then obviously Knockhill is in Scotland, like right at the top of the country, and that's about a 6-hour drive. And we moan at that. We're like, oh, once a year we have to go 6 hours to Scotland. But yeah, that's like the farthest for us, really.
Wouldn't that be awesome, Eli? Yeah, right. Here in America, man, it's like
my closest mode America round is 4 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, from here to California, Laguna Seca Drive would probably realistically take 3 days, maybe
Jesus
2.5. Yeah,
it's like on paper, it's like I live pretty far northeast, so it's like I think Washington was like a 38 hour drive.
God.
Imagine that. Yeah, right. You could be at the very tip of Italy and in the ocean miles, right?
Yeah.
For that type of drive. That's crazy.
Definitely.
Just get your scuba diving stuff out. That'd be
right. Get your scuba diving stuff out. That's hey. Have you ever went skydiving, Chloe?
No, I'm too scared to do that.
Oh, okay.
I would want to do it, but no, I've never done anything like that really.
Oh, it's so much fun. You should try it just one time.
maybe one time.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It really is. It really is. What other sports are you into? Do you do anything else?
Obviously I go to the gym and stuff, but when I was in school, I used to play like netball and stuff. I really enjoy playing netball. I used to play it all really. I played like every possible sport I could possibly play. I was always out playing. Like even now, I just obviously when I go to the gym, I've joined a new gym recently, and after this, I'm gonna go to the gym, go swimming, go in the sauna, do all that sort of stuff. But I kind of I don't really do a lot outside. I go home. I go to work, go home, go to the gym, and then just play on my PlayStation or watch TV. I'm quite boring, really.
That don't sound boring.
And do you go to school?
No, I work with my dad now. I went to school, extra school for a little bit longer, but I was like, I just needed money for racing, really. So I worked with my dad. I do grounds maintenance and stuff like that. So I keep active throughout the winter, which is obviously good fitness as well. So I'd say I don't enjoy it, but I do enjoy most of it.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Do you guys get any snow out there?
Yeah, last year we got quite a lot. In December we got like a lot out here, but to be fair, I don't think it'll be long. It's freezing, or I'm probably just exaggerating. But for me, it's so cold outside. But yeah, we do get. It depends. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But sometimes it can be all right if you're not working, and it's nice to look at. But when you're out on it, it's so cold.
Yeah, well, here in Virginia, we used to get a lot, but we haven't hardly got any snow at all in the past probably 8 years.
Must be nice.
Yeah, we don't.
No, it's not nice. It's cold. It's so cold outside. And when we do get it, it's like nothing really. Like we get like a bit, but obviously you can play in it a bit, but it's like nothing compared to like what some countries get.
Yeah.
And I like a few years ago, it's like we couldn't even go to school for a week because we were stuck in snow. It's like you look outside and you don't see anything because your window's covered with snow. It's like like 1 year is so bad. It was like up to 5, 6 feet. It was like just kept the building up. I'm glad that
ours is nothing.
I'm glad we didn't get much last year. It was kind of nice not getting so much snow last year. And
Man,
also,
that's
I'm just go down
crazy.
south instead.
Yeah, that's crazy. I couldn't imagine, Chloe. Could you 5 feet of snow from the
No,
window? You'd be
definitely
like, yeah. It's a good thing I got a PlayStation, right? Be
definitely.
playing PlayStation.
People are skiing on Vermont. Their season started a week ago.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. So, Chloe, what's your plans for next year?
We don't have anything official yet. We've obviously got a couple of options, but as I say, as every racer will say, I know you probably say it yourself, but it's so expensive that you can't commit to anything. Like for me, I haven't committed to anything yet, just because we don't have like the funds to do it. Obviously we've got some options. We've had some offers. We know what we can do if we have the money to do it. Obviously, with this new women's, I don't know if you know much about it, but there's like this new women's championship as well that's running with World
Yeah.
Superbikes. Obviously, I can do that on the R7, which obviously I would like to do, obviously. But I think as well as that, I would also want to do BSB as well. So I am racing against the boys still, because obviously that's what racing is. That's what like I agree. I don't agree with it, but then I agree with it at the same time. But yeah, hopefully I can do that, and then obviously a class in BSB. Like obviously unsure which one yet, but hopefully I can do both, depending on funds really. But hopefully we can sort at least one out before the end of the
Yeah.
year, hopefully.
So let's talk about that new FIM all women's class, right? Because I
Yeah.
think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I do, and they're all on R7s from my
Yeah.
understanding, Yamaha
Yeah.
R7s. Yeah, and there's like a certain, what is it going to have, a spec ECU or?
Yeah, so I think you pay 25 grand, and that's for the bike, the fuel, the tires. I think the entry fees or something like that. I think that's 25 grand for that, and you get a R7. They bring them. You have their mechanic, and they do all of that sort of stuff. So everybody's got the same bike. Everybody's got the same everything, basically, all the same levers, all the same livery, everything like that. So you just basically have to rock up really and ride, but yeah, that's kind of, there's obviously not too much information about it, but all we know is about 25 grand plus crash damage, plus flights, plus hotel, plus blah blah blah. But
Not bad though.
yeah,
Bad.
yeah, and you do 6 rounds of World Superbikes as well, which you like. They're tracks like Misano, Mugello, Jerez, Portimao, and then that new Hungary track, I think it was.
The Hungarian or
Yeah,
whatever it is.
yeah, that track as well.
So how
you
many
can't
total
really
rounds
know.
is it?
6 and 12 races. So you do 2 a weekend.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say that's not bad money.
I wonder if Kayla's gonna go over there and do that.
I spoke to her about it. She doesn't. She says she doesn't want to do that. I don't think she's even old enough. I think you have to be 18 as well. So
Well, I wonder, because now she's racing super sport over here. I know they're changing the age rules, I guess, quote unquote, to be racing. I guess FIM changed it this year.
Yeah, I did speak to her about it. She said that's not really what she wants to do. Obviously, she rode the R7 last year, so she's obviously on the super sport now, isn't she? So
Yep, she's on the V2.
Yep, she's on that new Ducati V2, which is awesome. It's going to be good. They got a stack with PJ, right?
Yep.
Do you follow Moto America, Chloe?
Not really. Obviously, I talk and whatever to Kayla quite a lot, so we talk quite a lot. But I watch her racing, but I don't really tend to watch a lot of it. It's always different time zones, and I always get mixed up. I always try watch it, but I always get the times mixed up or something and whatever. But no, I've watched a couple of races. Like obviously the 400, I've watched quite a lot. Obviously Jack Roach was in it a couple of years ago. I watched it then. But other than that, I haven't really watched a lot of it really.
Well, I'll have to send you a link so you can stay tuned in for next year.
Definitely.
And check it out for sure. And man, that's one thing I love about BSB, right? It's free. You just go to the website and boom, you can watch it live. They have a thing called TSL that you can click on and listen to the live commentary, and they show you the lap times and all that, which is super cool. Out here, we got to pay for the app.
Oh wait, did they show live video for free?
Huh?
They show live video for free?
Yeah, Eli, it's live video for free during the race. Yeah.
Welcome to America. Jeez.
Yeah, Bennett's Superbike.com. Boom, there it is. I mean, it's that simple. Log in and yeah.
What's the website? 2 more times, just so we can look it.
Bennett Superbikes.com.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube as well, isn't it?
It is. Moto America is also on YouTube for sure.
Yeah, but it takes like 9 months to post the full race.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. So, you would love to come over here. What's your favorite track in America?
Me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've watched a couple of them.
You never played any on video games before?
Yeah. I played a couple of them. What's that one that I don't know how to explain it? I don't know any of them. I'll do any of them.
She said any
I
of
played
them.
a couple of them. Any of them. I've done a couple. I've obviously played PlayStation quite a lot, but they're all nice. They're all just like, well, on video they look really wide, and they're not all like. Obviously, I like tight corners, but like most of them are like fast flowing. But also, they've got a bit of everything in most of the tracks. But yeah, I definitely want to get over there and do a couple of them at least.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to have you, dude. What about the Daytona 200? Is that something you'd be interested in doing?
Obviously, quite a lot of UK people have gone over to do that. Like Harry Truelove's done that, hasn't he?
No.
So yeah, I would honestly, I'll literally go over and do anything. I've always wanted to go to America as well. So obviously, you're doing best of both worlds. You're going to America and you're riding, so you can't really complain.
No, you can't. Daytona's magical. I've never been. I'm hoping to go this year. I'm gonna make. I'm trying to go to Daytona this year. I'm trying to go to Daytona, Road Atlanta, and Jersey. Will be my 3 rounds. I'm gonna go to.
Daytona is something special. Daytona's always like, the track's pretty simple. I've never been there, but I know the track like the back of my hand because when I used to race cars, I would always do like simulator stuff on Daytona. But yeah, it's kind of just the atmosphere around there. It's huge infield. It's like a mile big infield. It's just insane. But yeah, that's I feel like everyone should have that track on a bucket list.
Yeah,
just to hold the thing wide open around the banking is just, I can't wait.
Yeah, I know, right? That's gonna be, and we're gonna hang out too, 110%. Me and your dad, 100%. So,
my dad's going there.
Huh?
My dad ain't going there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wasting his time, I guess.
Okay. Charlotte Jones. I take that's your sister.
That's my mom.
No, your mom. Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
She said first and only female that will ever have a podium in the junior super sport class and top female point scorer this year. Super proud. Yes, we're all super proud of her. Yeah, that's proper right there. Yes.
Yeah, that's another thing. The class that I'm racing this year, the 400 class, is gone for next year. So that kind of makes it harder as well. We were just going to stay in that for another year, really. Obviously, this year was my first year on the 400 doing that. So next year was just going to be like go for the championship, really. Obviously, this year I've done all the tracks, done everything like that, and obviously got better throughout the year. And then obviously next year was just to go for more wins and then go for the championship. But obviously that's gone now. So, and obviously the 600 class is gone as well now. So it's kind of like you stuck 2 new classes in. Everybody's got to buy a new bike. Everybody's still got to pay for the whole year. That the costs are going up and up and up every time. But yeah, that kind of screwed us over a little bit as well. But it's racing. It's life.
Yeah, I mean, Stuart Hicks is doing the best he can. A lot of people, some people agree, some people don't on decisions that all the higher ups, but that's above our pay grade, right?
Definitely.
It's proper racing, whatever class it is. And from my understanding, they replaced it for the new ZX 400 RRs, right? ZX 400 RRs.
Yeah. So there's 2 new classes. There's the new 400, which is the whatever you just said, that one, and then there's a sports bike class. So obviously you can have the Triumph, you can have the Aprilia, you can have the Yamaha R7. I don't know what you said.
I don't know. What'd you say?
Updated super sport rules.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Updated super sport rules.
Yeah, so it's just like them sort of bikes, the sports bike classes. The other class, which obviously I can do that as well. I can do both classes, so I can either do the 400, the new 400, or the super bike, what's it called? Sports bike class as well. So
where do you see yourself? Sorry, Chloe, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Sorry.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years racing?
Well, obviously, I would love to be in World Superbikes doing something there, or even in BSB in like the top classes. But honestly, for me, it's kind of like step by step. Like I'm just starting. Like this year was like a massive step really for me. I've enjoyed it again. I was having fun again, and like I was always at the top of I was always in the top group. So as every rider would know, that's probably like the best feeling. Obviously winning a race is the best feeling, but just to know like you've got that confidence back and you're not. I wasn't not enjoying it, but I wasn't enjoying it as much as I used to. So it was kind of like, what's the point of wasting all this money if I'm just going to come off track crying or upset or whatever? But this year just proved that I can do it and I can be with the front group. I've obviously racing at the end of the year. I was with the championship leaders every race and even beat them a couple of times. So
That's
obviously,
proper.
well, I know Finn's watching this as well, so
Yeah,
he won't like that.
Finn.
He won't like that.
Yeah. Finn's
But no,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah,
Everybody knows Finn. He had
yeah.
a mega season too. Oh, and that reminds me. You know Jack Hammersley?
No.
Okay, well, I want to give a big shout out to Jack Hammersley, man. I'm sorry. Jack Hammersley is the 2023 Moto E
Oh yeah,
sport.
yeah, I do,
Yes,
I do, yeah,
world
yeah,
champion with KTM
yeah.
Factory. Mega Lad, had a long conversation with him. You guys stay tuned because I'm gonna have him on the podcast here coming up too. It's gonna be different on that side, right? A professional video game player for MotoGP. That's going to be proper. But yeah, he just won the championship, man. That's awesome.
At first, when he said Moto E, I thought about the electric class. I was like, when the hell did they race that?
No, the Moto E Sport. Yeah, Moto E Sport. But so Steven says, pretty sure the pillion rides are a reward for Bennett's customers.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Steven. Yeah, I had.
So,
yeah.
Chloe, what's your favorite food or restaurant?
Steak. I love steak. I literally eat every day if I could. It's probably the best food I've ever had in my life. But yeah, I'll literally have that every time. And to be fair, I'm not even picky with it either. I'll literally have any steak possible.
So, how do you like it cooked? Medium rare? Are you gonna have it well done? Please don't say well done.
No, not well done. But I don't like it too bloody. But I don't like it like well done. I don't like it like that.
All right, so we'll just say medium.
Yeah, medium rare-ish.
Yeah, medium rare-ish. Okay, I got you. Yeah, medium rare.
Chris, what do you like?
Me, I like mine medium or medium rare for sure. Yeah, 100%. Favorite movie, Chloe?
Definitely Cars 2. I didn't even have to think about that.
Cars 2. What an awesome movie. Yes.
I'm so childish.
I love all those Pixar movies. They're great. Do you read any books?
No, definitely not. I don't read. I read my phone if that counts.
So you don't listen to any audiobooks or anything?
I've listened to a couple. Obviously, I listened to like I have Jonathan Ray's book, but I didn't read it. I just watched it on like that audio thing. I listen to them if that counts as reading a book, but not physically reading it.
Well, I don't physically read them neither. I listen to audiobooks. What about you, Eli?
Give me 1 second.
No, you're good. So Jake Marsh, he says, "What's up, good peeps? What is going on, Jake, my man?" So, Chloe, how did you and Jake meet?
I don't actually know. You'll probably hate me for this, but I don't actually know. I think at a kart track maybe, or friends of friends, I think. And then ever since then, he's been like an annoying best friend. But but yeah, I can't remember. I think it might have been at like Stratton or something, really, or somewhere riding.
Yeah, that's awesome. New setup. Yeah, Jake. Actually, I actually moved in my bedroom. My bedroom. This is my room where I keep all my clothes, and obviously, like I show everybody, it's all my motorcycle posters and all this good stuff. I need to rearrange it to hang up all my Moto America people stuff and hang it up too. So it's as you guys can see, it's a lot to take down and rearrange, right? It's it took me a long time to hang it all up. So I just got to take some down and blah blah blah. But yeah, it's good. And Jake says he's loving the glasses, Eli.
Thank you. Spent half the money I don't have on them.
I know, right? I hear you on
but
that.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
That,
Where'd you go? Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
It says Sean Wayne says fast lady. Yes, absolutely. And then Jake, Chloe, you're a legend. Chloe is a legend. You know, she really is. So let me ask you this, Chloe. Being a female rider in BSB,
Yeah.
Do you have any female rider friends that you're friends with, or?
Yeah, maybe. No, obviously there's quite a lot of females in my class really. This year I think there was like 6 or 7 in my class alone. Obviously I talk to them. I've got my own friends at racing, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. But obviously it's nice to see more women in it, and of course that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get more women into the sport, but I don't really talk to them as much. But yeah, it is nice to see. I think there was like 7 or 8 this year alone in just my
Yeah.
class.
Would you like to see a BSB all female championship in BSB?
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't agree with it, but then I also don't agree with it. Obviously, I think it's good. Obviously, for me, it's good. But I think if they made like a all men's championship, I think that I would be like, well, that's not fair. So I don't know if it's kind of how they're thinking.
Yeah.
That's not really fair. So I agree with it, but then I don't. Obviously, as I said, for me, it's good. But and I would want to do it. But then again, as I said, I would also want to do like race against the boys as well, because I'm kind of like not into the girl and boy thing. Like obviously for me, throughout the years of my racing, I've always been like not picked on, but like I think people just don't like getting beat by a girl, and I do see it. Like I do see why they do, but then I also don't. I don't really get it. Like at the end of the day, I'm riding, they're riding, and it should just be the same. But some people really don't like it. Like throughout, it's not as bad now really, but throughout like my mini bike days, it was so bad. Like we'd get like parents coming up to us and like calling me a cheater. And one time my bike spilled oil on the track, and I got pulled off, and then like one of the parents took a photo of me crying on the side and like sent it to their group chats, and was just like taking the mick and stuff out of it. And it's like things like that. Like as a child, you're like, come on, like I'm literally just a girl racing, and it's like no need for it really. But to be fair, like throughout the years now, it's like you don't really see a lot more of it. I think now it's more like accepted, and so it should be really. But yeah, I don't think I would want to see it at BSB as well. Obviously, they're doing it at World Superbike, so I think that's kind of enough just to say, oh, they are helping us out. And obviously, if I was a boy, it would probably be a different story. But because I'm a girl, I do agree with it, but then also I don't agree with it as well. But for me, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, that I'm pretty sure it's hard for a woman to be in a paddock at times, right? And yeah, hopefully, I mean, we have that over here too, right? I think it's something that shouldn't be in our sport, but it is. You know what I'm saying?
We have a lot of that in our sport.
Yeah.
It's a lot of a parents. It's what their parents teach them. You know, like sometimes they use it for motivation, or sometimes they just use it to like kind of I don't know. It's not right, but you know, like I see 2 points of it. Obviously, it's not right in the first place, but from a parent standpoint, I guess if that's a way to motivate your child to go faster, then
do that,
you gotta do what you gotta do. But maybe do it in private instead of posting it
That's
publicly,
the thing.
or you know, I don't know. It's weird. I've seen it, and like I've heard stories from Kayla and Renee that's just like, you know, where no matter where they go, all these guys are like racing them way more aggressive than they should be.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was like not even the kids really. It was just the parents, and it was like you're a fully grown man, like trying to make a girl cry, and she's like, I was like 12 at the time, and it was like, I don't know what you're trying to achieve here, but yeah, as you say, it's mainly just the parents, and of course, you can see it like throughout. I think 2021 when I was on the R3, like you could see, like you can literally watch videos and see like what they were doing. Like you could see that they just wanted to beat you and beat you alone, and once they did that they were so happy. Like one of the rounds we got like into part firme, and you could hear the person saying, like telling their son off because they got beat by me, and it's like you don't really want to hear that, and it's obviously not good, but now it's so much more accepted, and I think that's just because people are finally accepting that it should be a girl sport as well. But yeah, some people still don't like it, but that's just what happens in the world. People don't like a lot of things, but you just have to.
I feel like people are used to it now after Anna Caruso.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like really, like I mean, I haven't really. I never. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like a fanboy, but I didn't follow her. I didn't know of her until probably
she won the championship
when she went to Moto 3. I've heard of her before Moto 3, but like then I started doing a little more research, and I was like, all right, sick. We had like there's some girls over there just fucking killing people. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, so it's just nice to see kind of just, especially at that high of level. Thank you. Have a good day. Kind of just a female like Anna just going out there and kicking ass.
Yeah.
No, I mean I agree. So we have another comment. Jonathan, your sponsor says Chloe's made for Daytona. Superb opportunity for any American team. Man, we would love to have her over here. Maybe we can figure a way to get her over here. Obviously, it's too late for this year in March. Maybe maybe the year after, right? It would be awesome. We would love to have any BSB. I would always love to see where Moto America meets BSB, right? Two worlds collide, meaning that maybe at the end of the year, Moto America goes to one race over there, and then you guys come over here for one race over here, and Moto America races BSB here, and we go over there and race BSB over there. I think that would be awesome, right?
Yeah,
I think a 3-round championship.
Yep.
We have World Super Sport or World Superbike, all that crew, BSB, and Moto America. You have 1 round in every single, like the number 1 track of every series. Say we have that, and we do 3 rounds, and whoever, kind of like that type of stuff.
Yeah, I think it would be.
That would be sick.
Yes, it would.
It would make me sick to my stomach thinking about the money I'd drop, but I would still want to do
it. Right. This one, Debbie says, proud of you, Chloe. She lives in my hometown. You have a fan in the hometown, Chloe? You know Debbie?
No, I do have quite I don't think so. I'm not quite sure. Sorry if I do, but I don't. I can't think of it right now. But no, that's a good thing. Well, that I'm bragging myself here, but that's kind of a good thing that I do. I kind of have a lot of followings and stuff because I do post quite a lot. And like people always say, "Oh, why are you posting so much? No one really cares." But like I think for me, it's like it proves really. I've got like 8K followers on Facebook, like 6K on Twitter, and like everybody just appreciates when you post because once you post, they're like, "Oh, she's actually." Like most of my sponsors are because I've posted and like show them off, and I think that's what sponsors and like future sponsors would like to see. So yeah, I think that's a good thing that I do.
You're right. Social media is such a big part of our sport now, right? I mean, it really is. It's become a major asset to the point to where maybe you might not get a ride if somebody fighting for the same seat has 10,000 more followers than you do, right? I mean, it's that serious. It really is. Craig says, mega to see you getting the recognition you deserve, Chloe. Yes. And Chloe, by the way, you have American fans over here too. Right here is one of them for sure. And B, right? And people that they're going to watch this over here in America are going to be fans of yours too. We actually have a question for you from Sean. Sean says,
let me just hop in here real quick. I just want to say it was a pleasure meeting you. Chris, thank you for having me come in and co-host for a little bit. I got to run, pick something up, and I just want to hop in, ask some questions, and get some stuff flowing.
Yeah, you're good, bro. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, good luck next season, Chloe.
Thank you. You too.
Hopefully you can come over here one day and race, and it'll be some fun.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, Eli. All right. So Sean says, Chloe, do you and Jody Fieldhouse help each other?
No, we haven't. I don't know why. She's in a different class to me, so we never really crossed paths like that. So, but I think she's doing the world she's interested in doing the women's world championship next year. So maybe if I get into it, maybe if I have the funds, and I can do that as well. So we will be racing against each other. So we'll kind of be like UK people. But no, we've never, to answer your question, no, we've never helped each other, no.
Yeah, so I actually met Jody Fieldhouse when I was there at Codwell. She's awesome. We had great chat, great conversation. Look, Chloe, Jake says, I don't like getting beat by you. Ha 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 ha.
All the time. It's all the time. You should be used to it by now.
Oh, I like it. Yes. We should start a friendly battle, right? Whoever loses gets a haircut.
No, definitely not.
Chloe's like, we'll do it. Chloe's like, no haircut here for me. No way.
No, definitely not.
Let's see. Sean says again, Chloe, would you like to road race Ireland? The Isle of Man. No, she already said she wouldn't. Yeah.
I like watching it, but I think I'd rather just watch it than do it. As I say, I crash too much to be able to do that. yeah, crashed too much to do that.
So our good friend Martin from the Clothing Kings, what is up?
They've just they've really helped me out quite a lot the last couple of days. They've done all my hats for me. They've got me some stickers. So obviously I can't thank them guys enough for that. And honestly, if anyone, because they're good quality as well, very good quality.
So Chloe, on top of that, look what I have right here on my hat right here. Oh, look, the camera right here, right here
I
with my
don't have mine
finger.
on. My hats are upstairs.
The Clothing Kings right here. Yeah, so big shout out to Martin and Clothing Kings. I'll always say it. If anybody's in the market for team wear, team shirts, not even motorcycle related. I mean, it could be anything. You want vest or jackets or whatever, man. They're best in the business. Look them up, the Clothing Kings. .co.uk. Look
Here
them
they
up
are.
on the website.
My mum's bought it for me.
Oh,
Here the hats.
look.
I just got. Oh god, hungry. My mum's to the rescue.
I
But
need
no,
one of
they're
those,
such good
Chloe.
material. I know they are good.
I need one.
We'll get you one.
Yeah, you need to
We'll
put
get
one
you
in a post for me.
Definitely.
For sure, because I'll definitely wear it. Support
Good.
you. 100%. It'd be awesome. Absolutely. All right, let's go through these messages and see what else. Anthony Davis says that he's coming to Daytona.
I'll go with him. He's one of my. Anthony's probably one of my main, biggest, and best. I shouldn't say best, should I? One of my best sponsors. He's helped me throughout the years now. Is literally, and it's not like just a sponsor either. It's kind of like it's part of the family now. Basically, he does everything he possibly can for us. So yeah, I can't thank him enough really for everything that he's done for me.
Yeah, big shout out, Anthony. Listen, dude, I would love to bring her. Let's go, because my goal is going to Daytona to watch the race. Anthony, obviously, that's what you're going to, right? Is watch the Moto America race. It'd be bring Chloe with you. Yeah, watch it.
I'll be up for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, and then Sean said Jody's just got my Aprilia RS660. Nice.
So she's doing the sports bike class then.
And that's the
one I could do, yeah.
Okay. And
just depending on funds, really depends.
Right. So what all bikes are eligible for this class for all the American years?
So Aprilias, R7s, the Triumphs.
What Triumph? The 675?
I think so, yeah. I'm not really too sure on that, but I think there's a couple of other bikes. It's Kawasaki 650.
Why would you buy a Kawasaki 650 and take it racing, right?
Yeah, right. I don't know, but
talking
yeah, there's
about
quite a lot
tractor.
I know there's quite a lot of bikes that you could use, and I think that's what's hard as well for next year because nobody really knows what bike to go on. Nobody knows. Well, obviously we've got some of the rules out, but nobody really knows fully the rules. So I think for me, I just have to sit and wait to see what funds we've got, and to even see if we can do the season. Really, obviously, I'm thinking too much. I want to do both championships, but with £0 in my bank, so that's not gonna work, is it? But yeah, hopefully I can do something either at BSB or World Superbikes.
Do you do a lot of club races out there?
There is a lot of club racing here, but again, this year we haven't done too much. Just again, it's all down to funds. We haven't really done a lot, but we've done a couple this year, but not as many as we really wanted to do. No.
Nice. Well, listen, Chloe, you have a fan from Belgium. Ingo.
Yeah. He's part of Track Dudes as well. When I went there last weekend or the week before, he was the main guy there. He was helping everyone out, making sure everybody was doing everything right and telling everyone off. But yeah.
That's awesome. I hope I didn't murder your name right there. But yeah, that's awesome. And so we have another one. Ali says, I can't wait to wear my beanie hat from you, Chloe. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's the guy that just joined my Club 15. Obviously, plug it while I'm here, but
absolutely. 15, go ahead, plug away. Yeah. Listen, hold up. Chloe, real quick, hold up. Steve also said that hat was your chance to promote Club 15.
Oh, he really knows. Yeah, but yeah, Club 15. So, well, it's Club 15 reverse because obviously my number's 15. But so you get a hat, you get, I can't remember now, a poster, sticker. I can't remember what else, but £51. Obviously, it's quite a lot of money, but it's not a lot of money to really sponsor someone. So obviously for me, it all adds up. And anyone that wants to join, get in contact, and we can get you on board to get a clothing king hat like this.
That's right. And clothing, and yeah, super. And how do they find you again? I mean, we'll do all this at the end, but since you did that, might as well go ahead and tell them so they can look right now as you're listening and get on there and join Club 51.
You can either go on my
15.
Facebook, which is Chloe Jones Racing, or my no, it's X now, isn't it? Whatever Twitter is now, it's Chloe Jones Ras 15, and then again Instagram's Chloe Jones Racing as well. And just contact me or go on any of my posts and just comment on there, and I'm sure we can sign you guys up for it. And then you also get a chance to be in a raffle for BSB tickets every round as well. So obviously they're not cheap either. I think they're about £50-something. So straight away there, that's your money. But of course, it all goes to my help.
That's right. It's great too. Yeah. So I'll you have to send me the info so I can
definitely.
Join Club 15 and help you out, Chloe, for sure. It'd be
Definitely.
an honor.
Thank you.
110%. And of course, my man Martin Adams says we can help with the posters too, right? I mean, listen, everybody, what can't the Clothing Kings do? That's what I'm saying. They're the best in the business. And I tell everybody, because everybody's like, man, those are nice shirts, blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, you can order you some. Yeah, well, where do you get it from? Man, my man Martin, the Clothing Kings. I mean, that's best in the business.
Sorts everyone out.
Yeah, I mean, he does it all. And yeah, proper. Super proper. So let me ask you this. Celebrity crush.
I don't know. I don't think I have one. I probably do somehow or somewhere.
She says I don't have one.
I probably do, but I can't name one right now. I don't know. I'm too busy into bikes. I don't know that sort of stuff.
Okay. If they made a movie about you, Chloe, what actress would play you in the movie?
Someone very active, someone very what's the word? Like always doing something, always busy, always on the go, like never can sit still, like someone like that.
You don't have one in particular?
No.
I
don't really watch TV. I don't really watch movies or anything like that. I'm boring.
No Netflix?
Sometimes, but I just get bored, really. I just sit there for half an hour and I get bored. So I'll probably watch YouTube or something. Like I always watch like Hayden Deegan or like Christian Craig. I always watch them sort of motocross people. But not really. I can't sit down for too long and watch stuff like that.
So, what do you watch on YouTube mostly?
Like motorbike racing, obviously.
I love it.
Christian Craig, Hayden Deegan, everyone like
right?
That, really.
Yeah, right. So obviously you're a big fan of American Supercross, right? Motocross and all that. Yeah.
Me and my friend stayed up till like 5 a.m. once just to watch the arena cross. No, not arena cross, Supercross.
That's awesome.
Probably shouldn't have done that, but
I've never been to a motocross race. I need to. Some I have not been to is that Martin Adams says, yeah, we do everything. Yes, you do. Absolutely, you do. And you do it to the best. 110% the best. I was really pleased when I got my shirts and my hats. It was what an honor it is to work with people like that.
Definitely.
But yeah, it's good. It's good.
It helps out a lot as well, doesn't it? Really, like people think that it's only a hat or something, but it all adds up. And obviously, if I can promote them guys as much as they're helping me out, then that's exactly what I do.
Absolutely. Well, that's why my son actually come up with the idea. Because my other room that I used to sit in had, the Valentino Rossi and the Nikki Hayden, and he was like, why don't you get all your guests to send you something signed and make a collage on the wall? And I was like, what a brilliant idea, right? So when I went out to BSB, I mean, I got some stuff, right? But of course I bought stuff like I got a Jody Fieldhouse beanie hat, and stuff like that I'm gonna put on and I'll wear and give shout outs and stuff like that too. So and everybody that I have on, I send them a shirt. So you're going to get a Pin the Gas podcast shirt too, as well. So
thank you.
Yeah, no, you're well, or a hat, whichever you
I don't really wear hats.
Okay, well then, shirt it is, right? Right, shirt it is. Yeah. So, what's your favorite PlayStation game you play?
I play a lot of like MotoGP and stuff like that, but at the minute I'm playing like with like Jake and that. I'm playing like Fortnite, and it's so bad. I'm like, I get so mad at the game. Like it's so annoying. Like I hate playing it, but like it's so like addictive to play. But other than that, I play loads of motocross games, loads of like MotoGP, ride, like anything. I just want to be on a bike or play bikes or
Bikes, yeah.
whatever. Like that's literally just my life. Like I literally go to work to earn money for racing. I'll go home, go to the gym for racing, and then go home and play on the PlayStation for racing.
So who's your racing hero growing up?
Valentino Rossi, definitely.
Right.
Definitely. I think that's everyone's answer, isn't it?
I mean, you'd be surprised, right?
Mm.
I find more of the older generation. Yes,
Really?
absolutely. Yeah, a lot of the younger generation, of course, because he ain't been racing for a while, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's only been since 21, couple years, but it seems long ago, right? Because we
Yeah,
haven't
definitely.
seen or felt the
Yeah,
presence of the goat because he is the legend, right?
yeah,
It's yeah, I miss him, man. I really do. And Nikki Hayden too.
yeah.
Obviously I named my son Hayden Rossi after Nikki Hayden and Valentino. It was yeah. But no, a lot of people like I mean, they like everybody, Mark Marquez, Jack Miller, blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
that's a new one, like Fabio Marquez.
Yeah. So I'm not, you know, I don't. Ever since Rossi retired, Chloe, like it's hard for me to have just one favorite rider because
Favorite,
I'm
yeah.
such a fan of the sport, right? Where I was a diehard Rossi fan, right? It's I like a lot of people. I mean, I respect them all, I like them all, but if I go out and buy any merch, it's going to be Brad
Rossi.
Binder or Jack
Right.
Miller. I like Marco Bezzecchi, my man Jorge Martin.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, there's
I
a
want
lot of
Jorge Martin to win the championship.
oh yes, right, Chloe. Me too, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. So, what do you think about Mark Marquez going to Ducati?
I think he'll do good. I think he'll do. Obviously, he's good, and obviously he rides the Honda is better. Like you look at the results, and he's like fifth, and everyone else is like 18th. So shows that he's like something special. And obviously, the Ducati is the fastest bike at the minute. And, like you can see from the last round, like the top six were all Ducatis in qualifying. So yeah, I think he'll do very good on it. Obviously, look how his brother did. His brother was basically last on the Repsol Honda, and now he won last weekend and got second. So you
Yeah.
can only expect what he's doing plus more because obviously Marquez is, I would say, better than Alex Marquez. But yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
he'll do good.
And what do you think about Luca Marini going to HRC?
Repsol Honda.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he's wrecking it. I think he should have just stayed. Well, it's not official yet, is it? I think it's a rumor, isn't it, or something? But I think that he should have stayed with Ducati, really. But
Yeah.
again, he knows more than we do, so
Yeah.
must be something.
I mean, it's every rider's dream to be part of
Yeah.
a factory team, right? Let's just be
Yeah.
honest. There's a lot of factors that go into it. It's some of it's, I'm sure, probably money since Honda's
Yeah.
saved a buttload of money
Definitely.
since Marquez left, right? So they got,
Yeah,
this
definitely.
funds. We don't know what he's making at Mooney, but let's just say he's making $2 million at Mooney, right? Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And then this is not official. We're just guessing.
Yeah.
And then HRC says, look, we'll give you 8 million. Right. I
Yeah.
mean, now you're thinking like, I don't care if the bike's a piece of shit. I'm going $8 million, right? plus it gives them an opportunity to actually, if one of the biggest problems I see with Honda, and I've always said it, you hear riders from the past, and they say it all the time, is they don't listen to the riders, right? It's all
Yeah.
the engineers know it all, and the riders don't know what they're talking about.
Don't know anything. Yeah.
So I think if they change their ways, they would find their back a lot quicker than keeping that same mentality. Yes, they've changed a lot of people here and there, right? But it is a good opportunity. I see that if he does choose to go, and if the rumors are true, which it's looking that way,
Yeah.
to be part of a factory and help progress and make a bike that wasn't rideable and being capable like Ducati did, right? To be
Yeah.
able to win a
Exactly.
championship, because back in the day, Stoner was the only guy that could ride the Ducati
Could
because
ride
he
it. Yeah.
just balls to the walls, whatever, right? Well, whatever made him special is what made him,
Him. Yeah.
set him apart. When everybody else got on it was the same thing. They couldn't
Do
win with it, But Ducati's got a little bit of an advantage because they got 8 bikes on the grid, so you get
Yeah.
all this data from all kinds of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
What about World Superbike, Chloe? You watch World Superbike?
Yeah. Obviously, it's going to be interesting next year with obviously Top Rack and Jonathan Ray switching manufacturers. I think I think Jonathan Ray will do good on the Yamaha, to be fair. I think it will take him a little bit, but other than that, I think he'll do good on that. Bautista, obviously, I don't know how he'll do next year because they've got weight. They've about to add like 9 kilograms of weight or something like that, haven't they?
Yeah.
So he obviously put a report out that like it was so hard to ride, and it's just like sticking another, I don't know, whatever's heavy, 9 kilograms onto your bike. I bet it feels a complete different bike, really. But and then obviously Top Rack as well. He's on the BMW, but I don't know how he'll do on that. Obviously, he can ride a bike, that's for sure. So I'm pretty sure he'll get that sideways or in the air or something.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you agree with the whole rider weight minimum?
I do. Like, I think it will make the championship a lot closer. But then again, you just that advantage that Bautista had is now gone. Like that's one of his main advantages, and you can see that obviously the Ducati's fast as well, but then he's also like 9 stone or something. So that's his advantage. Whereas Top Rack and Jonathan Ray will have a different advantage to him. So I don't know. I think it's good, but then it's also bad at the same time. But I think they've obviously done it for a reason, and I think quite a lot of the riders have approved of it. So obviously they've done something right there.
Yeah, man. So I think obviously Jonathan Ray's already tested the Yamaha. Everybody knows. Top Rack Yamaha won't let Top Rack
No.
test the BMW, which I kind of got mixed feelings on. Right, I feel like everything's Top Rack's done. He's been nothing but good to Yamaha and won the championships. Never said nothing bad about him.
No.
I feel like they should just go ahead, but that also shows that they fear him.
Yeah,
right?
Definitely.
They don't want him to get on that BMW and be magical, right? And then end up, kicking everybody's butt. I think that Jonathan Ray will find it easier on the Yamaha in the beginning than Top Rack will on the BMW.
Yeah, definitely.
But then again, you never know until Top Rack gets on the BMW. He could get on it immediately and just be bang on the pace, right? So so you never know, but I do know 2024 is going to be a super exciting year. World Superbike, MotoGP, I mean, especially in BSB, right? And Moto America too as well. We got exciting times and exciting years coming up. And of course, the last race of BSB, I tell everybody still out this whole year out of 2023 has been my favorite race of the year.
Yeah, it was a good race. I was watching it trackside with some of my sponsors, Brands Hatch Revelers. I was watching it with them, and honestly, like the atmosphere was so good that like the whole crowd was just stood up. Everybody was just like shouting, like everyone was enjoying it, and it was nice to see that like everyone's there for the same thing. Like no matter if you ride a one or like come last, like everyone was cheering for everyone, and it was just so nice to see. Like I can't imagine like how like Stuart Higgs and everyone feels about how happy everybody was. Like you just driving home afterwards, I bet everyone was like buzzing still from it, and it was a really good race. And I think BSB have done a very good championship this year and made it so much closer. Obviously, what did they finish like half a point behind each other? So I think like he's obviously done something good, and I think everybody's enjoying it as much as they ever have. So yeah, it's been a good year.
It's been a proper year. I mean, what a battle it was. It was crazy intense. I was sitting on the side of the couch screaming the whole time. It's proper racing and everything that went on, with Birdie, and the whole team. It was an ending. Like huge Glen Irvin fan, right? I'm a fan of all of them. I wanted, I wanted both of them to win, right? But obviously, there's only going to be one winner, so I was happy for one, sad for the other. But the story that Birdie has too, Birdwell, with his brother Ollie, right?
Brother,
doing that whole thing. I was happy to see it, of course. And then meaning, he was crying.
I think they both won it. I think they both deserved it either way. Like they both worked as hard as each other.
Yeah, so. I agree. And what are they both going to be on the same team next year? Be Wiser?
I don't think it's official yet. I don't know what they're both doing. I don't think they've announced who they're riding for or who Ducati have signed yet. So obviously it'd be nice to see them go head to head again. But I think it'll be another season of good racing. So
who's your favorite rider in BSB?
I liked Bridewell. I did like Bridewell. I also like O'Halloran as well. I think he's like one of the strong riders in that
Yeah.
class, and I think this year, well, no, the last couple of years really, he's been so unlucky in like the last couple of races, to not win the championship. But yeah, they're probably my two favorites.
What about MotoGP? Well, you already said Valentino Rossi, but besides Valentino, who's your newest one in MotoGP?
Jorge Martin. Jorge
Jorge
Martin's
Martin,
probably my
yeah,
favorite.
the
Yeah,
Martinator, yeah, right.
yeah.
What about World Superbike?
Jonathan Ray is my favorite. He always has been.
What about favorite Isle of Man TT rider ever, dead or alive?
I don't. I don't know. Obviously, Pete Hickman now, obviously, is probably one of the best riders there.
Peter
But
Hickman's a
like one
beast.
of the Dunlops probably are like done a lot for the sport. So I guess one of them really.
One of them.
One of them. All of them.
All of them, yeah. I like it. Good answer. Yeah, Peter. So Hickman, man, I couldn't imagine 136 miles an hour. Yeah, that's
On a stock bike as well, wasn't it? One of them was on a stock bike.
yeah. From my understanding, I think they said it's a little bit easier to handle a stock bike around there
Yeah,
than the
probably
super
is.
bike.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do either of them.
Right? Yeah. Speaking of which, have you ever played the TT on the video game?
Yeah. I've got the game. Yeah, and I crush every corner. So
She said I crash every corner. It's hard, ain't it?
it is hard.
Yeah, it's crazy. I couldn't imagine doing it. I want to go there so bad. Like I said, it's on my
Me
bucket
too.
list. That I want to sit there at the bottom of Bray Hill and just watch them just flat out come through there. Right?
It would be good. Some of my friends go, and like some people from work go, and they always come back buzzing and just say how good it is. Like you never know. Like you can watch it on the TV, but it's nothing to what it is in like real life. So yeah, I'll have to go one day. Like I've got so much on my bucket list that I want to do. That's not even like with my own racing. So maybe one day I can do it all.
Listen, I know that's right. Everybody's got I got a big bucket list too, right? Yeah, you just got to do it, right? I mean, one day you just got to be like, I'm gonna save up and do it and get it done. So it's
definitely,
it's proper. UK was definitely on my bucket list. Cadwell Park. Everybody knows I talk about it all the time how much I love BSB. I feel like I should just sell all my shit and just move out there and just become a citizen and just be done with it, right? I would love to, but yeah, we'll see. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll move over there across the pond. You know what I miss, man? I miss the fish and chips and the curry sauce. That's what I miss. Speaking of which, what is your favorite meal? Steak. You already said that.
Steak,
Yeah,
I said that. Yeah.
Is that your cheat meal, or is that something? Do you maintain a certain diet?
Not really now, like throughout the winter, not really. But my favorite cheat meal is probably McDonald's. Just classic. McDonald's is my favorite.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she said McDonald's. Yeah, that's
I'm boring.
No, you're not boring, and not at all. My son, he loves McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. He's a big Chick-fil-A nut. Every day.
Yeah, I've never had it. Never had it.
You guys ain't got Chick-fil-A out there?
No. We've got like KFC, if that's similar, but
no, it's not. It's kind of it, but not really.
Not really.
No, but yeah, the fish and chips were good. I didn't eat no fast food while I was out there. I ate as much fish and chips as I could. Of course, the English breakfast is good. I had that black pudding, which is not for me at all.
No, I don't like it.
No, I tried it, and then I had some people say, "Well, you should try the white pudding," and I'm like, I'm pretty sure if I didn't like the black pudding, I'm probably not going to like the white pudding either, right? But I'm the type of person, I would try it. I got about 3 chews into the black pudding and was like, yeah, not for me at all. At all.
No, I'm not a fan.
No, not a fan at all. No. So, yeah, Chloe, listen, what an honor it was to sit down and have this chat with you.
It's been good.
It's been a lot of fun. I hope you didn't mind my mate Eli Block coming in.
No.
Yeah, he's cool. He's super fast too in Moto America. I had him on the podcast, and when I went to Jersey, Chloe, I finally met most of the kids and guys that I had on the podcast, which was awesome. And that's why I've had a lot of UK people on, and I got a lot more already lined up, which I'm super excited about. I'm trying to get more Americans into BSB, right? Because I think BSB is, again, I say it, the best organization there is, right?
Yeah.
And it's a good point, midpoint to where if you want to step up to the world championships,
Yeah.
right? It's a good focal point, go from like America to BSB and then maybe World
Yeah, definitely.
Superbike or Super Sport. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff. But Chloe Jones, what an honor it was to have you on today. So listen, we're an hour and 24 into it. We're going to go ahead and end this here in a minute. Why don't you go ahead and plug yourself in, tell everybody how they can follow you and all that good stuff, even though you did that a little bit earlier. But yeah.
Just to recap.
Yep, just to recap.
Yeah, so I've got my racing account on Facebook is Chloe Jones Racing. On Twitter, no, it's X now. I keep saying that. On X,
yeah,
it's
right.
Chloe Jones RAS 15, and then Instagram's Chloe Jones Racing as well. So all the information if anyone wants to sponsor me and help me out next year. All the support and help that we get is obviously much appreciated. And well, right now I'm not doing anything, so hopefully I can get a few sponsors here on this, and then hopefully I've got a couple more lined up that hopefully can help me out for next year and be at the top where obviously I know I can be, and get them podiums and wins, and hopefully on the world stage as well. So yeah, that would be good.
And don't forget Club 15.
Yeah, and Club 15, £51 to join it. You get a hat, you get into a raffle every race weekend. So get BSB tickets, two weekend tickets as well. So that's a lot of money just straight there. And then obviously you get a couple more. I think you get a picture, sticker, and probably some other stuff that I forgot. But yeah, for £51 you get all of that. And then yeah, that obviously helps me out. Obviously £51 is not really, well, it is a lot of money, but in sponsoring a ride is not really a lot of money, but it all adds up for me and pays for such things as like fuel, tires, eventually once I get quite a lot of people in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so are those posters and pictures signed?
Yeah, they're signed as well. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, listen, everyone, you heard. So get on there right now. Follow her, sign up for Club 15, and yeah, let's help her out. Listen, again, what an honor it was. When we end this, just stay on with me for a few minutes. But anyway, listen, I just want to give a big shout out to everybody that watches and likes and subscribe. And if you haven't, please go like and subscribe. Just like she said, it helps us out. We don't ask for any money, right? But I would really like it does help us out in the future, right? Get monetized and all that good stuff. And I've never said this before, even asked, but yeah, go like that bell. Spotify, iHeart. We're on everything but Apple right now. Obviously, YouTube and Facebook. I just want to say thanks to everybody, and what an honor it is to know each and every one of you, and have all you guys follow the podcast. Thank you guys so much. Big shout out to Jake Marsh again and Peter. Go follow him. He has a club too, Club 45. Go sign up, help him. My man Martin from the Clothing Kings again. Big shout out. If anybody on here, hats, t-shirts, if you can't figure out how to get in touch with them, get in touch with me. I'll get you guys connected for sure. But yeah, thank you guys so much. You guys know who I am already, Christian Simcoe, where you can find me at. Jules, we missed you. Can't wait to see you again. And yeah, hopefully next time you can sit in on with me and Chloe right here and yeah, have a proper time again. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Until next time, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.